It's just absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, Michelle, 3, 2, 1.
She from the city, she call it the bitty. She be hanging with the bloods and acting sedity. I think Shawty want a thug, a nigga that's gritty. But she always hit me up and tryna get with me.
What's up, YouTube? So this morning's a bit of a fun one. I'm on my way to a photo studio to do a photo shoot. I've had this one on my mind for a very long time, so I'm super keen to shoot it and see how it turns out.
So,
Yep.
there's this one, but I don't feel like that's gonna fall the same way as what you want in the photos. This is the one that I've got, and I open it up, so once you get looser, it'll be like a bigger kind of U shape.
So
that.
rather than the crossing the back, it'll just be like...
Yeah, and then if you have the one sleeve down, then it'll create more a different shape as well.
Okay, yeah.
Because that one looks like, I don't know, I can't really tell in that photo, but this one's ribbed.
Oh,
If it was different.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Whereas this, like, it's quite matte, and you're gonna get that, like, on black and white, you're gonna get that velvety kind of matte.
This is nice. Okay, in that case, we'll get her to try this on once and pick up some time. And then we can just mess around with how it looks, how the look is.
Yeah.
And then we can shoot a few images. Oh, fold it up. Cool, this is the shoot, guys. Super excited to do this. We've got a grid softbox here, got a light here, dynamic lighting. All right, let's get started. Please, Michelle. Back to the milk crate, because that light is coming down from here. I think with the hair, we'll just have it sweeping that way a bit.
Do you want this one here?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Is this just a test?
This is a test, yeah. But as she does that, the piece will be less visible. You see how it's like fully, like the wings of it are like open?
Yeah.
Although I like this look though, so should we get her to rotate
Yeah.
a bit? Oh, the hair looks awesome too. So perfect. Little back. Yeah, that works with me.
3, 2, 1.
Please stay there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So this one's a little brighter than that last photo. I think I want to stick with this. More like slouched forwards. And we'll have your arms together. Maybe you can like put your arms, just dangle them, kind of like that.
When you had it push like towards the side, so that makes like an exaggeration. Yeah.
Thank you. It's a good one.
There we go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stay right there.
Want to shoot another one?
Maybe lean. Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
And stay there. I'm going to shoot another shot with this pose.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Love that.
That's nice. Okay, let me take a shot from up here.
Okay, Michelle, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I like this. I think we need to change something though. Can you have a look at this, Genesis? I think it might be the arm on this side. Maybe we need to
side?
do, maybe we need to do something with that.
Is that better?
That is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
More shape.
Yeah, more shape. And then
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Beautiful. Okay, we'll take a quick break. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so just being honest with the time and stuff, we might forget about the second set of images for now. We'll just focus on this stuff because realistically, this is all I want. I'm ready.
Ready?
Shall we?
The vlogging.
Me showing a bit of this ear might help. Can we show 3, 2, 1? Perfect. Oh, that's cool. Actually, may as well while you're there, I'll just shoot another frame here. 3, 2, 1. Hip. Have your elbow, possibly, maybe just like that. 3, 2, 1. The inwards one, sorry. Yeah. Okay, Michelle, 3, 2, 1.
Where is coming?
I don't mind either, to be honest. Okay, Michelle, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna shoot another one. 3, 2, 1. I wouldn't mind doing a variation on this with like a bit more of a, like a shoulder lean. Okay, Michelle, 3, 2, 1. Take one more here. 3, 2, 1. Perfect! Thank you, okay. Thank you, Genesis. Thank you, Minji.
Thank you, Minji.
Yeah, bro.
That's what you look like.
Rapperoni.
It's kind of really cool.
Yeah. Windswept vibe. Also, I was like thinking like you could do one where I was just like the bottom of myself is on top of something. And I look like
Let me just leave this over here. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since the shoot and well, I've seen the images. They are amazing. But before I get into the rest of the video, I wanted to talk about my pre-production process. How I bring these creative projects from an idea into reality using today's sponsor of the video, Milanote. I think Milanote is a very playful and intuitive approach to bringing your creative ideas to life and being able to collaborate and share them with others. Now for me, ideas, they always come at the most random time, so I always keep a notebook on me. This is the first step to bringing my ideas to life. The freedom of a blank page of paper, it allows me to write down whatever I have in mind into physical form. Milanote not only gives me this freedom where I can drag and place notes anywhere on the screen, but it also allows me to share and collaborate these ideas with other like-minded individuals, something that's just a bit harder with a piece of paper. If the creative idea is the spark for this project, then the project board is definitely the foundation that keeps everything together. Love using Milanote on the iPad, it's such a great experience. To make the project board super easy to comprehend at a simple glance, I did a couple of things using Milanote's tools. So I started with a blank page and I segmented the mood board, the shoot days, and the gear lists into separate boards. There's a lot of information in those specific areas, so this just declutters the initial page. Now to further simplify this page, I just separated it into two separate sections, the creative vision and the project details. I love the line feature, super easy. You can create dotted lines, arrow lines, lines with labels. I put one down the middle just to split the two areas up. The creative vision side of this mood board, it just comprises of the visual aspects of this project. So if anyone glances at this project, they can see my main inspiration, they can see the focus of the shoot, which is the tattoo piece on the back of the model. And as I previously mentioned, I have the mood board as well in a separate board, which you can just open up. On the other side of the page, I've got the project details. Here I've written down some information about this whole project, the brief for the photo shoot, and then details regarding location, contact details, and a checklist for the gear. Now, I think my favorite tool in Milanote is the drawing function. Especially with the tablet, it's really easy to just draw out your ideas as if it was a notebook. I found this really useful when drawing up the lighting setups for specific shots. This made it so much easier for the rest of the team to understand what the shoot day lighting setup would be like. Now, oftentimes I find the initial step to be the hardest step to take So Milanote actually provides a bunch of great templates that you can just use to jumpstart your project. Creating an aesthetic mood board, whether that be with illustrations, images, or just a simple color palette, I think that this shares the enthusiasm you have towards the project to the other team members. And if this can inspire the rest of your team, it might lead to a smoother shoot day and possibly better results. So friends, if this style of work interests you, you can sign up to Milanote using the link in my description to start your next creative project. It's available for free with no time limit. Now, let's get back to the images. So earlier today, I dropped off the film negatives after shooting the pictures, and well, it's midnight now and I'm just scanning in the Instax film pictures because, well, I'm super keen on how they turned out. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what I've been doing for the last like 20 minutes is just scanning in all of these instant film pictures. I shot 2 packets of this, so there's 20 images in total. I'm not too sure what I wanted to say, but I wanted to share this feeling with you guys because this is a concept that I came up with probably over a year ago at this point, and I'm not even too sure why it took so long. Sometimes these things, these creative projects that you do, you birth them and then you sit on it for a while, you try to put it into action, and sometimes it doesn't happen. But I made sure that I wanted this one to work because this could be the potential centerpiece for a larger project of mine, which that makes me really excited. Like, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I know a lot of you that are watching these videos are also young creatives like myself, and for you to create stuff like this and then see it happen from an idea to a final product is such an amazing feeling. So I hope that if this does inspire you to push forward with your creative project that you have in mind, whatever it may be, I really do hope that you just somehow make it happen, because the feeling of creating it is amazing. It's been a very long but rewarding day. I feel like I actually deserve to sleep, so yeah. So I've got all my images together, I've sort of selected through them, and now I want to talk about which ones I like, why I like them, and yeah, let's get right into it. What I have here behind me is the image selection process that I use. Essentially, I've dropped all my images onto the screen, and from there I just decided which ones I like and maybe a couple of notes on them. Now, I already shared some of these instant film pictures in the BTS part of this video, but I want to talk about some of my favorites. Now, I think this first picture here is, in my eyes, a perfect image. What I really wanted to create in these images was a gradient in the background with a nice highlight on Michelle's back. And this one, it's pretty perfect. Simply due to the nature of instant film, all of these images, they have great texture in them. And there's also a soft, glowy look to the images as well. Now, I think this might have been my favorite pose out of all of the pictures that we took. We've got 2 variations here. One of them, Michelle's posture is a lot more upright, and the other one, she's kind of leaning in a little bit. I do like both of them, but I think I prefer the angled pose. The way the tattoo bends as her shoulders sort of slouch over. I think that's a really cool look. But these images I also shot with the medium format film, and those are something special. Now, the next set of images I chose are a top-down angle. The posing in the first one's really nice. There's great detail with her hand placement with, I guess, these strings from the dress. In the second shot here, I do prefer the angle, but there's a bit of an awkward pose with the arm. It just feels a little less natural. In the third version here, it's a little bit different because it's got the polyboard sort of included in the side. This gives the image an interesting look, but it's not clean enough to make the final cut. But I do like including lights and polyboards and C-stands and stuff in some of these images as well. But not for this set. Now, when I'm using instant film, I typically use these shots as warm-up shots before the medium format images. But sometimes the texture and the feel of the instant film images end up being a little nicer than the medium format images. But that being said, let's talk about the main pictures. Okay, so let's talk about the medium format pictures now. So this first picture, we didn't do this pose before this one. We have a nice shape pretty much. Michelle's arms create like this nice diagonal shape that fill up the whole frame. I used the same lighting setup for the other photos, so we've got that nice light coming down onto her back, and then unfortunately there's not a strong gradient in this one, just probably the angle that I shot it on, but there's a beautiful highlight in her hair. But this second image here is probably perfect. There's a nice gradient in the background, the tones of black in her hair and the dress, and the tattoos are perfect. What I think brings a bit of life into this is that there's like a catch light in her nails. Usually you see catch lights in the eyes of someone with their portrait, but obviously her face isn't in this. So having a little bit of light in the reflection of her nails is actually a great touch to this photo. Didn't expect that to come out that way, but how good is that? So this picture here, I've intentionally kept it vertical. I think the way that the dress frames the image with the shape and then the tattoo, I kind of wish there was that gradient in the background just to separate her from the backdrop a little bit. I've talked about it before, but if the image is taken appropriately, I think having your horizontal pics vertically sort of give an abstract feel to the photo. I'm already imagining it in a print, so like in a booklet, having one side being this image and the other side of the image being one of the Instax pictures that we took just to pair with it well. So now here's where I come across a crossroads. When I shoot instant film and medium format film, this always happens, but I shoot duplicates of the same pose and then it becomes really hard to decide which one I prefer. In this case, I've got two images that are pretty much replicas of the Instax pictures, and to choose between these is very hard. In this kind of situation though, I have to be very critical with my own work. I think the medium format pictures in this case have better contrast. The posing is pretty much the same. The gradient in the background is more prominent. And then I think just having that extra resolution, being able to zoom in a lot into this picture is just great. Similar to the Instax pictures, the two poses, they have different feelings. One of them, her posture is more upright. It makes her seem a little bit more powerful and strong, whereas the other one, it has a bit more of a, I want to say like a fragile, delicate look. And that delicate slash elegant sort of feeling is the vibe for this whole photo shoot that I'm aiming for. So I think out of all of them, I do prefer this image the most. So out of all these photos, the hardest part for me is definitely deciding between all of them, which ones I like the most. Now these aren't just some random pictures I've been taking. This is more of a project-based work, so it's part of a bigger thing. And therefore, I'm sure that out of this whole set of images, in the very end, I'm probably only going to use about 4 in total. So now it makes it very difficult for me to decide which images are the best for my project. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best images out of the whole look, but rather the images that are going to work well together and sort of tell the story. But this is honestly why I do like project-based work. I feel like the work that you create this way, it's a bit more thoughtful, there's more story involved, and the whole process from idea to creation is very fulfilling. This one, it was an idea birthed 2 years ago, I checked, and now it's finally here. And that's a pretty great feeling. Anyways, just gonna wrap it up here. This is a BTS, I guess, of a photo shoot that I did. If you guys like this kind of video, I know I don't really talk about my photography too much, but if you want more, please, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments below. I want to give a quick shout out to Milanote again for sponsoring this video. If you want to check that out, you can use my link down below. Apart from that, I'll see you next week. Peace.